Presidential Election Petition Court has adjourned the pre-hearing of a petition against Bola Tinubu by the Labour Party and their candidate, Peter Obi, to May 19th. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. This are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Presidential Election Petition Court has adjourned the pre-hearing of a petition against President-elect Bola Tinubu by the Labour Party and their candidate, Peter Obi, to May 19th, 2023 due to disagreements between the parties involved. Meanwhile, the Labour Party is facing a leadership crisis, and a faction of the party prevented journalists from interviewing the leader, Lamidi Apapa, by chanting insults. The police had to intervene to stop the chaos. At number 2, Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State has proposed a 3-term limit for lawmakers and an age limit of 70 years for members of the National Assembly. He believes that this could save the cost of training new legislators and that fixed tenures would hold legislators accountable for their performance. Umahi made the suggestions during an interview on Channels Television. At number 3, President Muhammadu Buhari will be inaugurating the presidential VIP wing of the State House Medical Center in Abuja on May 19th, just 3 days after returning from a medical trip in London. The hospital will cater specifically for the president, vice president, their immediate families, and VIPs, and is a specialized intensive care center. The inauguration ceremony will be attended by guests who are expected to be seated by 9 a.m. At number 4, Bola Tinubu, the president-elect of Nigeria, and his political party, the All Progressives Congress, have requested that the Presidential Election Petition Court deny the request made by the opposition People's Democratic Party to broadcast the tribunal's proceedings. The request was made by presidential candidates of the PDP, Atiku Abubakar, who argued that public proceedings are necessary for the court to fulfill its constitutional obligations. Tinubu and the APC's lawyer claimed that the court lacks the authority to grant Atiku's request and that it goes beyond the court's jurisdiction. At number 5, the Federal Rootstv Corps has ordered the immediate recall of a patrol team at the Egbeda Unit Command in Osun State after a video showing an officer assaulting a motorist went viral. The FRSC condemned the act as a complete contravention of their standard operating procedures and directed their intelligence and provost officers to investigate and make necessary recommendations for administrative action. The FRSC emphasized that they are an ISO-certified organization and does not tolerate indiscipline or compromise standards when serving the public. At number 6, the Nigeria Customs Service recently seized 23 packages of tramadol worth 1.8 billion naira that were imported into the country from India and Pakistan. The drugs were seized at the Murtala Mohammed Airport's Lagos command of the NCS. Controller Mohammed Yusuf, the customs area controller, announced the seizure at a media briefing and explained that the tramadol exceeded the legal limits allowed to be imported into the country. The drugs were imported in 22 packets of 225 milligrams and 12 packets of 120 milligrams from 2 different handling companies. The seized drugs will be handed over to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for further action. At number 7, the Sudan Ministry of Foreign Affairs has criticized the Rapid Support Forces for attacking worshippers, calling it a violation of human rights and international law. This condemnation came after the RSF attacked the All Saints Cathedral in Khartoum, Sudan on May 14, 2023. The Sudanese ambassador to Nigeria released a statement expressing concern about the RSF's continued terrorist behavior and their infringement of international laws and norms through armed attacks in various places. At number 8, the United States of America has said that none of its citizens was affected in the Tuesday Anambra attack on its consulate staff convoy. This was disclosed by the U.S. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby. Also, the police public relations officer in Anambra State, Tobechukwu Ikenga, in a statement disclosed that no citizen of the U.S. was in the convoy. At number 9, Dr. Baba Haruna has been appointed as Director of Federal Polytechnic Bida by President Muhammadu Buhari. The appointment, which started on May 2nd, will last for 5 years. Haruna was previously the Director of Quality Assurance at the Polytechnic. The news was announced by the Minister of Education, Adamu. Finally, at number 10, the United Nations has issued a warning that the next 5 years, from 2023 to 2027, are likely to be the hottest on record due to the combination of rising levels of greenhouse gases and El Nino. The increase in temperature is likely to exceed the targets set out in the Paris Climate Agreement, with a 2/3 chance of occurring in the next 5 years. The WMO predicts that global temperatures will continue to rise as climate change accelerates. The hottest 8 years on record have all occurred between 2015 and 2022. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.